toughest guy you fought?
The toughest guy I fought probably was the best boxer, hands down, was James Toney.
He knew that on November 18, 1994, I was not prepared. I came down from 205 to make the way. Ain't no excuses. At my fault, I didn't get prepared for fight. I knew it was going to be easy. And he ran. He talking about he spanked me and all that. Then look at the fight again, bro, how scared, how big your eyes was, how scared you was. You ran a little sissy, man.
On November 18th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, two undefeated super middleweights will meet in a bout to decide the best fighter pound for pound today.
Before they faced off against each other in 1994, Roy Jones Jr. and James Toney both were undefeated and looked unbeatable.
Roy Jones thinks he's better than me. I'm motivated. I tell him to get busy.
At the time, Toney was ranked as the second best pound for pound fighter in the world, and Jones was ranked third. James had a record of 44 wins with 0 losses and 2 draws. On the other side, Roy Jones Jr. had a record of 26 wins with 0 losses. When the fight was set, the boxing community was hyped to finally see who was the best.
Best fight since those magic days of the Hearns and the Leonards and the Durans and the Haglers. This is what the middleweight classes have been waiting for. James Toney, Roy Jones Jr.
James is a better fighter than Roy Jones. He's a better technician. He's fought better fighters. He's had twice the amount of fights as Roy.
Assumes that Roy is going to run, but that's not going to be the fight. It's going to be a very tactical, very good fight. It's going to be tactical, and if Toney makes a mistake, he's going to pay.
People say, well, to Jones, when are you going to fight Toney? And to Toney, when are you going to fight Jones? It's that supreme accolade of who is the best fighter of this era.
Both considered to be tops in their sport, and you don't get to see a matchup like that very often where both fighters are undefeated and they're both considered to be so good.
Jones has more one-punch power than James Toney. I think Jones has the knockout power of one punch.
No idea how this fight's going to turn out, who's going to win, but I know the skill level of both of these guys because I've seen them perform. And I can't wait to see this fight on November 18th.
Well, I'm sad to say and glad to say all the hype is true. This is a fight that fight fans have really been looking forward to. It is the biggest fight in the middleweight divisions since Hagler and Leonard.
The two fighters wasted no time to get at each other.
He forgot I'm the big dog in this planet. And he's gonna get hurt.
I feel I'm the best fighter in the world today. I feel I'm the best fighter in the world ever. And I'm sure the opposition feels the same.
I'm definitely the best fighter in the world, and Roy is trying to be. So, this is a fight everybody wanted to see for the last 2 years, and now that it's finally happened.
I'm going in the ring to fight in that ring. Now, wherever in that ring I have to fight is where I'm going to be at, because I'm going to win.
He's going to run for a couple rounds, and I'll catch him. Like I said, I can adapt to any style. If he try to box, I'll box him. If he try to slug, I'll slug him.
Because some people, like you say, look at my speed and his power. Other people look at my power and his speed. So there's two complete fighters that they're looking at, and that always creates a very big explosion.
I can do it all. Like I said, I'm a complete fighter. I can box, I can punch, I can fight going forward, I can fight backwards. So like I said, everybody will see November 18th that I'm the best fighter in the world. Well, like I said, he stepped up to challenge me. Anybody challenge me, got to get dogged out. That's my job. I'm not going to say, if somebody challenge me, going to say, oh, he's a nice guy and all that. I'm not going to do that. A man challenging me, he's going to get dogged out.
What about you, Roy? Anybody who come into the ring against you got to get dogged out too?
Nah, you don't got to get dogged out. You just got to get taught a lesson. That's all I can do. I got to go out there and do what I got to do to teach that lesson.
You can't. Can nobody teach me a lesson? I'm the teacher, baby. I'm the teacher.
We'll see come to 18.
I'm breaking you up.
We'll see come to 18.
I'm breaking you up.
We'll see come to 18.
That's all I got to say, breaking you,
we'll
baby,
see come to 18.
Fight.
I'm your huckleberry. That's just what I'm looking for.
Get your track shoes on.
That's my game. That's
Get your track shoes on, boy.
That's just my game.
I'm knocking your punk ass out.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm your huckleberry.
On fight night, Roy Jones proved that he was a step above James Toney.
You picked anybody in this fight, seat? You got an opinion one way or the other?
Well, it's really hard to sit and say that Tony's going to lose a fight.
Here we look at James Toney. As he says, he's one bad dude.
You know, and he doesn't mind being the villain.
Just 25 to 26 years old. Tony's a year older. They're about the same in height. Jones has got a little bit of an edge. The weight, of course, 68-pound limit. Surprisingly, Tony's got the longer reach.
All right, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning you again. Obey my commands at all times. Shake hands, good luck.
Across his chest, he's not protecting his chin. He got it up there, though.
And Jones managed to thunder one left hook behind
Dark's punches. They come from all angles.
Right hand to the body by Jones.
Walk in, put a little pressure, physical and mental, on Jones, and Jones.
And the left hook got behind the guard, Gil. Jones wobbled Toney just slightly with that left hook.
Countering. Get out the rope, get up.
Showboating by Jones. He tempts fate, I think. Left hook, and down goes Toney.
Here's part of the debate going on with hand gestures and fists. We don't see from that angle, other angle, that we can see it. Here it'll tell us right now. You see his...
This, if it is officially scored as a knockdown, is the second time. Solid left hook there. Toney talking to Jones.
Again, what talking doesn't do you a bit of good because he traps Jones and gets beats to the punch time after time.
Well, there was a good left by Jones as he wound up because of Jones's quickness and defense.
And if Jones finds himself comfortably ahead, he can certainly kill the clock. Big left hook by Jones. 2 left hooks.
Toney pretending not to be hurt, but he's wobbled. Now James lands.
Hands if we can see him, because James Toney doesn't apparently able to.
Been down or out. So it's not out of the question, but this is still all Roy Jones as round 7 begins.
But again,
solid left. Toney in a little bit of trouble. Middleweight limit of 160.
Again, Jones comes back in the exchanges. Good left hook by James Toney.
Best punch of the fight for Toney, the left hook.
Punches, they just wiped right off of Jones. I thought that Toney was hurt a couple of times during the fight, Larry. Not seriously, but hurt.
How about now? How about right now?
He's just being controlled. And
I think a left hook to the body hurt James Toney badly to set this up after he took that crushing left to the body early on. There's a left hook by James Toney. And Jones comes back with a fury. Old champion.
Boy, there are a lot of people who bet on him. Jones nailed Toney with a solid left hook. Now, if this was taken away from Roy Jones, it would be worse than the...
119 to 108. Glenn Hamada scores it. 117 to 110. And Jerry Roth has it. 118 to 109 for the winner by unanimous decision. And new super middleweight.
Hey, good work, baby. Hey.
You all right?
Hey, yeah.
He is.
Hey, yeah.
What's up, baby? You back? I'll be back.
Yeah, baby.
I'll be back. James Toney will be back. Watch out, light heavyweight.